Morning, everybody. I am thrilled at how excited people have been about these one takes because I enjoy making them. The variety of cars is huge, and it's always a lot of fun. And I like that we don't have to edit them. Frankly, it means we can do a lot more. Yeah. So this is Brad. Thank you, sir. And Brad has brought us a C6 Corvette Z06. Tell me a little bit about your car.
It's an 07. My friend did all the work on it. Custom heads, cam. Fast intake, exhaust, Doug Rippey shocks, some corner weighting done by my friend, tuning, of course. Yeah, have tuning, and yeah, so it's got all the normal stuff. But I had my friend build this so that it's still a very streetable car that makes the upper 500 rear wheel horsepower. Okay, well, it has been a while since I've driven a Z06. A C6 Z06, I should say, because I just drove the C7 Z06. So we'll take, you want to do Big Tahunga? Sure. Let's do Big Tahunga. Getting in and out of there, as you say. All right. So when these cars were stock, they were monsters, and they were definitely good values. I'm going to put the windows up most of the way. We're gonna hurt in here, but no air conditioning for the moment because it's very hot out. We want this thing to run nice. And so when these things were new, they were good bargains. Now as used cars, they are like the bargain of the century. Yeah. In fact, we're just going to suffer through it for sound reasons. Okay. So this is an 07, so how long have you had it for? I've had it for almost 2 years.
And do you mind if I ask what you got it for?
Yeah, I looked and looked for a while. I got it for $37,000.
That's, I mean, that
with full warranty.
And with how many miles on it?
I had just under 50,000.
That is brilliant.
With a full warranty.
That's amazing.
So yeah, can't beat it.
So on the used market, these things are tough to beat, really. And so 500 horsepower in the factory, and you said what, 580 at the tires
right around there? Up here, probably not.
That so, well, we're at altitude, but I'll accept your nomination for 580 horsepower. So you said you did shocks, but is it still on leaf springs? It's
still on the stock leaf springs and bushings. Nothing done to the control arm or sway bars. Everything, all that stock. It's a Doug Rippey Bilstein shocks. My friend at CMP did all the corner weighting with adjustable end links, so at least has that. Don't have the bump steer kit in it yet that he makes, but we're going to be putting that in. But so that's basically what it has in Michelin Pilot Super Sports.
Well, the good news is, I do love, it's a great tire. The good news is you clearly haven't ruined it because it rides really well.
Really nice, right? Yeah.
Oh, it's got.
So you're in fourth, right?
Yeah, Jesus, that speedometer is accurate.
Yeah.
Wow, good. That was a big cut by him. Yeah. If that speedometer is accurate, then this car is very fast.
Yeah. You might want to. Yeah, if you try second gear, hopefully in one of these corners.
Yeah. I'm just cruising in fourth right now, but I have good power at 3,000 RPM. Oh, that's very nice. So with the C7 Z06, I did it for drive, and it was an absolute animal for 5 laps. Yeah. And then it got hot, and you had to cool it off for 20 minutes before you could drive it again.
Right.
These things don't really have that problem, do they?
No, they don't.
Because I always felt like the Z06 should be a car you can just run and run and run and run and run. Yeah. All day.
It's always good to change oil, though. So from the factory setup to a little bit thicker if you're going to race it hard. So that's what I've done.
Well, the clutch is very easy. You know, for some reason, it takes me usually like a little bit of time to get used to a GM clutch. Yeah. But this one seems to be. Is this a standard clutch?
This is a ZR1 clutch with the K-Tech aluminum flywheel.
It has good feel. The pedals are so good for heel towing. It rides really nice. Man, it's fast. These cars for $37,000. Yeah. Oh my God, is this a lot of cars?
I mean, I could have bought that or like an Infiniti.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're barely getting into like a 228 BMW. Right. You know, for that kind of money. Wow. Beautiful road today. This is very nice. How do you not love this car at $37,000? That's just ridiculous. The steering is really nice. Dynamically, these cars are little vent, even if not AC. It's slightly Indian sweat lodge in here.
Yeah.
Wow. There's so much to like here. Has it been, and in the 2 years you've had it, has it been reliable?
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, even though it's modified, I mean, you know.
Well, when you modify these Z06s with your kind of, you know, your standard upgraded bolt-on parts, it's such a proven model.
Right.
You know, that like, you're pretty much guaranteed a car that works, aren't you?
Pretty much.
How crazy do you have to go with this car to really ruin the reliability of it?
If you go, like, a lot of guys will go with really huge cams with a lot of overlap, and that just kills the drivability. So I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So this cam is kind of like a middle of the road that my friend designed, and because I drive this car every day, believe it or not. So
yeah, really? Oh, this is your daily?
It's my daily. So
how many miles are on it now?
Probably 75.
Wow.
So yeah, I drive it. It's driven a lot.
This is a very cool car, and I agree. When you pulled up, you had, where's a good U-turn spot? When you pulled up, you had what sounded like kind of a lumpy cam, but now driving it, it doesn't actually feel so extreme. It feels like pretty mellow.
Right. Yeah, that's just all in the way he designed the cam.
I definitely cannot turn around there.
No.
Oh, there's one. Okay, cool.
Watch out for the roadrunner.
You don't want to kill wildlife.
Yeah.
Are they endangered? No, right?
I don't think so.
But that could end up right in your radiator. This thing is all right. Well, now we have an open straightaway. How's the turning radius? Not great.
No, of course not. Huge tires.
That was fifth numbers. You got to remember where reverse is in all these cars. All right, let's see. We're gonna get on it now. Oh yeah. That was fast. That's a fast car, man. That speedometer climbs with aplomb, as they would say. Wow. God, these things are so good. I miss these cars. I don't know what it was, why I wasn't like super gung-ho about them when they were new, but now it's still exactly the same car. It's half the price.
I know.
Have you thought about changing the seats? That's my one issue with Corvettes usually.
I have. I just don't know what seats to get. I really don't.
I saw a really nice set of, they were expensive, but they were, Caravaggio.
Yeah.
They were dope, but very expensive.
Yeah. I know.
I have Sparcos in my Corvette. I think you'd probably like those. You're a fit gentleman. You would fit in them well.
Yeah, I was thinking about Corvos or Sparcos.
Yeah, the Sparcos are good. I just got Recaros in the Mustang, and I really like them. They're a little expensive, and I actually don't know if they'll fit in this car, but because they're a little. I got the fat guy ones.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen them in this car.
Yeah.
No idea.
With these, did the Z06 come with run flats too?
Yes.
With these Corvettes, you must ditch run flats.
Yeah.
They were terrible, and just the new tire makes such a massive difference.
It really does.
This is a happy car. This car is happy going quickly. And I'm actually I'm not on it that hard, but the thing is but with the Z06, you don't have to be. Like, you can run the engine right in the middle and still just carry really big speeds.
Yeah.
And I am a fan of this vehicle.
The biggest thing I wanted was smoothness and throttle response.
I would say that you've achieved those goals, because
if we were down at sea level, we'd be driving a different car. I mean, it responds so much differently to good air.
I understand that for sure.
But yeah, I mean,
the value of having open road outweighs sea level, unfortunately.
And this is a nice road. So.
This is a nice road. This is a good. This is a good road for this car.
Yeah.
Look, you think people are going to let us by?
Not everybody has.
I don't know.
Mountain road etiquette. So.
I know. So. That's okay. We're almost back, but this is cool, man. These cars, I think I need to get these things back on my radar, because it's been a while. Also, the electric door handles turned me off.
Well, you know that you have the manual ones down here.
But did you see that story about that poor bastard that died?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I blame 80% of that on him.
Right.
I hate to say it.
Right.
When someone dies, but
Yeah.
it's if you were really like looking for a way to get out of this car because
Right.
you were approaching death,
Right.
I think you'd find that.
Right. You would think.
Right? You'd think like you'd find out a way somehow.
Yeah.
Even his dog could have found it by accident, maybe.
You know. But you know, I've known people that have these cars that don't even realize that these handles open the door.
Well, they, you know, unfortunately, I think still the worst part about General Motors is their dealer network. When I bought my Volt, I was literally told by the Volt expert at a dealer that it was a zero emissions car even when the gas engine was running. I mean, that's the level of education about the cars that these guys get. They don't. There should be like a thing that an owner has to sign saying, "I know how to get out of this car."
Right.
But even still, I never thought the door handle was a broken technology.
I know. It didn't need improvement.
No, the door. You know, you buy a $400,000 Lamborghini. It has a manual door release.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why is that a necessary complication?
Porsche GT3s have a little latch handle.
The pull strap. I love the pull strap.
Simple, right?
Yeah, the pull strap is great.
Why overcomplicate it?
I mean, there's ways when technology helps you, and there are ways when it doesn't. And I don't think it improves. I mean, right even now, my leg is like on that button. I know when you're moving, it probably won't release, but
yeah,
that's
no,
like,
it won't.
Yeah,
it's locked. Yeah.
I don't know. That always bugged me about the C6, but it is a much nicer car than a C5.
Yeah.
Like, this is a much better car just out of the box than my Corvette is. These people aren't going to let me buy.
No.
That's a shame. Should I wait? Should we pause?
We could pause.
We could pause.
We could pause.
We're nearing the end, but I could still pause for a second and just make a gap.
Yeah.
While I have visibility in the back here. Oh, here's a pull-off. Okay, we'll pause. We'll pause for 30 seconds right now. And we're back. We've made a gap. The sound of it is really nice, too. And I would even say, this is a stock shifter, right?
Yeah.
You don't even need the short throw in this car. My C5, you really needed that short throw. In this one, I don't think you do.
Not really.
Even with the altitude, this thing just pulls so strong. Even if you're down 80 horsepower, you still have 500. Oh, it's nice. The Z06 is very at home in the big open sweepers.
Yeah.
Although it can handle a hairpin, these cars make good autocross cars too. I mean, for a car that's, you know, as nose long as it is.
Right. A lot of guys do stick with a C5 still within their autocross.
Well, if you want to go the fastest for the cheapest,
right,
a C5 is still probably the way to go.
Yeah.
But this is, if you want it daily, you don't want a C5. This is good. Well, thank you so much, Brad.
Thank
I
you,
really
Matt.
appreciated you coming out.
Absolutely.
This was great. Check out Brad's Wheelwell to see his exact list of modifications on the car. If you have a Z06, I really recommend that because this is a very well-sorted machine. And I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time.